Welcome to Sundbyberg Heat Baseball. We have our Subway Series today. Stockholm Monarchs against Sundbyberg Heat at Örvallen. First pitch contact, straight to second base. And that was Jake Turtle, second baseman, who hit it straight to Sundbyberg's second baseman, Johan Johansson. Batting for Monarchs, Arvid Karlstedt. Ball. Strike one. That's a 2-1 count for Karlstedt. And he hits a flare up to short center field for the first base hit. So Monarchs gets the first base runner of the day. Karlstedt, who's having a good year, batting .340 coming into this game. And it's Pontus Byström batting for Monarchs. Svedhelm on the mound, gets ready. Another strike. Ooh. Svedhelm tries a curveball. And a protecting swing from Byström right outside the grasp of first baseman Niklas Melin into right field for a base hit, and that puts runners on first and second. Batting cleanup for Monarchs, Brett Rosen fouls one back. Brett Rosen batting .408 with 8 doubles and a triple in the season for an OPS of 1071. One on one. Ball on the inside. Runners at first and second. That's in play. Fly ball to right fielder Alex Wikman. And I guess the Monarchs know about his arm because runners stay where they were. So 2 down for Monarchs. Still 2 runners on. Max Hill hitting for the Monarchs. .340. .489 slugging for the season. And that's fouled out of play along the right field side. So it's 1-1 for Hill. Karlstedt on second, Byström on first. Ooh. And a ball hit in the 5-6 gap. Here comes the throw home. And the runner is out. Excellent relay from left to short to home. Leo Bäckström tags Karlstedt for the final out. Aggressive running, but I would have gone. We're back after this. We're back, bottom of the first inning. Sundbyberg Heat is batting against the Monarchs. Still scoreless. Monarchs threatened with 2 runners on, but a great relay caught the runner as he was trying for home from second. Rickard Ljung leads off for Sundbyberg. Patrik Byström pitches. And Brett Wilson receives. Strike 1. The Monarchs line up, Karlstedt at first. Ooh, and a flare into right field by Ljung. Some early base running today. So that went just past the grasp of John Turtel. We got Max Hill at short, Espling at third, Carlson at left, Lind at center, and Persson in right field. And now batting for Sundbyberg, Niklas Melin, first baseman. Ball inside. Strike. 1-1. Swing and a miss for Melin, who also pitches apart from playing first base. And he's batting really well this year, .421, 1061 OPS, 3 doubles, a triple, and a homer. Fouls that one off towards the visiting dugout. So still 2-1 count. And a pickoff attempt of Jung at first. Byström gets ready. Ball high. And another foul. So count remains 2-2. That could have been ball 3. Possibly inside corner. On deck for Sundbyberg is Leo Bäckström, the catcher. And Melin hits what probably was an outside pitch to opposite field to the right fielder, so we've got runners at first and second. So no outs and 2 runners on for Bäckström. Byström's talking to his middle infielders to set up a potential play. We're keeping an eye at Jung at second base. Gets ready to deliver. And a slider for strike 1. Bäckström ready in the box. And he hits one over second baseman. Center field gets ready to throw. Is he going to reach home? He does not. The throw is cut off by second baseman, and Jung gets in. And Melin gets to third. So that puts the first number on the scoreboard. I apologize for the beeping. That's the scoreboard mechanism that we can't turn off. So still no outs. Designated hitter Philip Geisler batting for Sundbyberg. Runners on the corners. See if Bäckström maybe makes a move here. That's the ball high. Ball 2 to Geisler, who's batting .338 coming into this game. Geisler returned to the sport after 5 years away. Ball outside. Started with Sundbyberg in 2003. But prior to 2019, played his last season for Sundbyberg in 2014, and that's strike 1. So Byström battles back to the 3-1 count. Geisler has a very open stance when he gets ready. And there goes the runner on a ball 4. So good running by Bäckström, but didn't need to slide. That was the first walk of the day. Bostrom tried a slider on the inside, but it didn't quite break enough. Left fielder Yanni Ramirez up to bat. Yanni also pitches. Batting .310 this year with 2 home runs. So that's ball 1 for Ramirez. Bases loaded. And still no outs. Heat threatening here to put a crooked number on the scoreboard. And another flare over to opposite field over the second baseman's head. Melin comes in. And Bäckström runs. Ramirez is now cut. No. Oh, he was stranded halfway to second when the throw was cut off, but as no one was covering first, he managed to get back safely. So now we have 2 more runs. So the score is now 3-0 to Heat. Runners on the corners and still no outs. Right fielder Alex Wikman batting for Sundbyberg. Wikman batting .278 with a homer for the elite squad this year. Ball 1 for Wikman. Pick-off attempt on Ramirez, but he gets back pretty easily. Strike on the inside half for Wikman. Bostrom can't really fall further behind here. Ball outside. Another ball, but Wikman swings, and Yanni Ramirez is now caught in no man's land and tagged out by the second baseman. It was a half-effort attempt for a steal, or it could have been a hit and run, actually. Could have been a hit and run. That pitch was far outside, but Wikman swung on it anyway. So 2-2 count. And Wikman strikes out on a slider. The Monarchs about to get out of a sticky situation. Johan Jansson, second baseman, batting for Sundbyberg. And he cracks the bat on the first pitch on the inside. Bat splinters, ball goes back to the pitcher. A 1-3 out for the third out. We'll be back after this. Top of the second, Andrew Carlson batting for Monarchs. Jesper Svedhem delivers a pitch outside. Second ball outside. Carlson's batting 241 this year. A strike on the outside corner. Ball on the inside. Looked like a strike here, but ump's got a better view. And ball high. So leadoff batter walks. Svedham's got a 3.74 ERA, 53 innings, 5 wins for Sundbyberg this season. Elias Espling hits a fly ball that goes above the center fielder's head. So Carlson advances to third, and that's a double. So Espling, the third baseman, it's his 5th double of the season. He's batting .533 coming into the game, and that's strike one for Emil Persson, the right fielder. So we got runners at second and third, no out. And another opposite field, out of the reach of Wikman at right field. Center field throws it back in. One runner will score. Espling will advance to third. And Persson goes to first base on a hit. And finally in the batting order we have Lucas Lind, center fielder. Ball outside. Pickoff attempt of Persson at first. Appeals by Sundbyberg, but the umpire is nonplussed and says safe. So Lind at the at the plate, mainly plays for Stockholm's juniors, and bunts, but no score. Persson advances to second on the sacrifice, but Espling has to stay at third after a good play by Svedhem. Looks to run it back. So now we have one out. Runners at second and third for Stockholm. Jake Turtel, top of the order. Jake's now seen 2 pitches today, because the first pitch he saw in the first inning, he lined out to Johan Johnson at second base. And while we wait, the defensive lineup for Sundbyberg: Svedhem pitching to Bäckström, Melin at first, Johnson at second, Hernandez at short. It's a fly ball to right field. Caught by Wikman. Runner advances. Nice attempt to catch Persson at third. Espling scores. And close play at third as Persson advances, tags up and advances to third. Wikman to Melin. To Jung. But not in time. Strike. The Karlstedt. So Jung at third, Ramirez in left field, Kroneld in center, and Wikman in right. Strike. Of course, you can see the lineup in the top right corner. Or right, the defensive. And a swing and a miss for the last out. So Monarchs score 2 to reduce the deficit to 1, and we're back after this. Bottom of the second, Byström pitching to Hernandez, the shortstop. That's 2 strikes for Hernandez. Ground ball to short. Hernandez is fast, but still an easy play for Hill. 6-3 ground out. Batting 9th, center fielder Victor Kroneld. Ball outside. Ground ball to short. Hill takes the bobble and throws out Kroneld for another 6-3. So we're back to the top of the order. The ever young Rickard Jung. Jung hit a single to center field in the first inning. Gets a strike called on the inside. Lefty batting, Young. Fouls one back. Ball outside. So 1 and 2. Oh, he's off the top of the bat. Another 6-3 ground out. So the inning ends with no hits and 3 ground outs. So the pitcher, Patrik Byström, is batting for Monarchs. Hits the first pitch, straight to shortstop Johan Jansson. Throws out to Melin. Quick 1 out. Brett Rosen, the catcher, flew out to right field in the first inning. Ball outside. Ball on the outside corner, but just off the plate according to the umpire. Ball 2. Line drive in the gap. Ramirez in left, throws into Jansson at second, but Rosen is safe at first. 5th hit of the day for the Monarchs. Shortstop Max Hill batting for the second time. Hit a single to left field in the first inning. Pickoff attempt at first, but Rosen's back safely. Svedam throws a breaking ball off the plate. One out for Monarchs, runner at first. Svedheim's going for that low and away corner. Gets another ball. A flare to right field, but Wikman is there. So Rosen stays at first. Out number 2. Strike 1 for Andrew Carlson. Left fielder. Walked. Framing attempt of Bäckström, but umpire isn't fooled. Calls the ball outside. Yes, as I said, Carlson had the only walk of the day so far. Now he slaps a ball, but it's an easy fly out for Wikman, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Be right back. We're back at Örvallen. First baseman Niklas Melin up to bat. Bäckström throws it, but it's a little bit low. Ball 1. Stays fair. Opposite field. Goes all the way out to the corner. Melin easily gets into second. Lots of hits today, but also a very clean defensive game. No errors so far. Ball away. Bäckström throws it away, or rather, catcher can't cradle it. So Melin advances to third on a passed ball. Bäckström up to bat. Bäckström hit one opposite field last time. That's a strike. A line drive to short, who very sharply throws it to third and appeals for a double play for Melin, but according to the umpire, Melin gets back with his foot just in time. At number 2. Designated hitter Geisler up to bat. Inside ball. So 1 out, Melin at third. Swing and miss by Geisler. And I stand corrected. We have had another walk earlier. It was indeed Geisler who walked in the first inning. So 1 walk each. Another ball inside. Foul by Geisler. Evens up the count for 2-2. Byström. Swing and a miss for Geisler. For out number 2. Yanier Ramirez in left field. Hoping to drive in Melin from third with 2 outs. Swings on an inside pitch and is jammed foul over the visiting dugout. Hard hit ground ball, but right back at the pitcher. 1-3 out, ends the inning. So 3-2 to Sundbyberg after 3 completed innings. We'll be back after this. Top of the fourth. Third baseman Elias Espling leading off for Monarchs. He hit a double that drove in 2 runs in the second inning. And he gets a ball outside. And we have a pitching change. Moises Pargas have come in for Sundbyberg. Left-hander. Espling checked his swing, so that's ball 2. Swings through that one for strike 1. Another swing and miss. Pargas evens up the count, 2-2. Pargas delivers. Ball outside. Full count. So Svedem leaves after 3 innings and 40 pitches, 39 pitches, 6 hits, 2 runs, 1 strikeout, and 1 walk. And Pargas gets a swing and a miss for strikeout number 1. So he battles back from a 2-0 count and sits down Espling. Emil Pashan in right field. Batting for Monarchs. It's a low ball 1. Pashman singled to center in the second inning. Driving in Espling. Strike on the inside corner. Hard hit ground ball to short. Hernandez plays it easily to Moline for a 6-3 ground out. So 2 down. And Lucas Lind sacrificed bunt last time up. Lind, who predominantly plays in the junior series, looking for his first Elite League hit. Ball inside. Stand corrected. Lucas looking for his first hit this season in the Elite Series. He's had 2 in previous years. He made his Elite Serie debut in 2017. got 2 hits last season, but so far is 0 for 11. Vargas delivers. Strike 1. Lucas does have 4 walks in the Elite League, so he's patient to the plate. That's another strike. Vargas battles back to full count. Vargas delivers for strike 3. End of the inning. So 3 up, 3 down for Sundbyberg. And Monarchs and scoreless. Back after this. Bottom of the 4th, right fielder Alex Wikman leads off for Heat, and he gets ball 1. Home team still leads 3-2. Opposite ground ball to second base, and a pretty easy play for the second baseman. Out 1. So after 5 combined runs in the first inning and a half, we've now had 2.5 innings of scoreless baseball. Johan Jansson digs in, facing Byström. Strike 1. Strike 2. Ball outside. Byström is 3-2 this year on the mound. 35 innings. Strike on the outside corner, and Johan Jansson goes back to the dugout. Shortstop Edwin Hernandez batting. Hits the first pitch he sees to Max Hill at short. 6-3 ground out, and that's the end of the inning. So we're through 4 here. And we're back after this. We're back at Örvallen, top of the fifth. Jake Turtle leads off, facing Pargas. It's a bull high. Turtle has lined out to second and hit a sacrifice fly to right field. Not a ball. Ball three. Pargas is going for that outside corner, but not quite getting there. And ball four. So Turtle walks on 4 balls. And we got a runner at first. Arvid Karlstedt, first baseman, batting. Foul ball. We're in the top of the fifth, runner at first, no outs. First baseman Arvid Karlstedt has 0-1 count. Pargas is getting set. Delivers, and here's a bunt. But Karlstedt pulls it back, so it's ball 1. Pargas getting ready. But as a lefty, has a sneaky pickoff move to first, but Turtle gets back in time. Karlsted's batting 340. Looks at the pitch, but checks. 2-1. Just off the plate on the outside corner. 3-1 for Vargas. And a bunt. Sacrifice bunt. Vargas gets the ball. Easy throw to Melin. So Turtle goes to second. On the sacrifice. And now we have a drone that crashed onto the field. I'm not quite sure where that came from. I was hoping it was a drone, because otherwise it was the largest mosquito known to man, but indeed it was a drone, and it flew into the backstop. And whoever it is, it's now property of Sundbyberg Heat. Right, 3-1 count. No, apologies, that was after the bunt, before the bunt by Karlstedt. We now have the pitcher Patrik Byström batting 1 out, and Turtle at second gets ball 1. Vargas on the mound is 3-0 for Sundbyberg this year. 24 2/3 inning pitched, 1.46 ERA. That's a strike. It's the one on the outside corner that Vargas has been looking for since he got in the game. Byström ready. Vargas getting set. Delivers. Below. Turtle's thinking about going to third, but Bäckström reacts quickly, and the ball slipped through his legs. The Turtle stays at second. 2-1. Strike 3. At the same time, Turtle was trying to advance to third, slid into Young, and Bäckström's throw from catcher sailed into left field. Young looks okay. I think he got bowled over. Maybe stepped on his arm, perhaps. Turtle was trying to scramble towards home. Turtle does. So that's a run and a tied ball game. And that was a strike on the calls. It wasn't a strikeout. It was 2-2 now. Byström fouls it off. Count stays 2-2. I'm not sure if the error is given to catcher Bäckström or third baseman Young. I would suspect Bäckström. That throw was a little high. Close call, but umpire says ball for a full count. Vargas delivers. Another foul into the skateboard behind right field. Still full count. That's a slap hit opposite field. Stays fair just inside the line in right field. Beekman gets the ball. But Byström is stretching it out to a triple. A one-out triple on a full count, opposite field. Just stayed fair, a couple of feet. So one out, runner at third. The leading runner at third. Vargas has knuckled down. Try to get Rosen out. Ball outside. Ball high. First pitch was called a strike, so we've got a 1-on-1 count. Ball. I was correct. It is now 3-0. 3 straight balls. Parker's getting ready. There's a strike. 3-1. Parker is fighting back. Getting a sign, getting set. Delivers. Swing and a miss. Looked like it would have been a strike even if Rosen didn't swing. So full count. And another swing and a miss. And Pargas gets the important second out. Runner now at third, but a fly ball is not going to score it. So Max Hill comes in. Max is 1 for 2. Fouls one off. It's a ball high. Another foul. One and two for Hill. Two and two. Hill singled in the first inning and flew out to right field in the third. Another foul. So the count stays at 2 and 2. So that was ball 4, and Hill walks to first. So with 2 outs, Monarchs has runners at the corner. And left fielder Andrew Carlson is up to bat. Carlson walked in the second and flew out to right in the third. He's batting .241 this year. Swing and a miss. His 10th year with Stockholm. Strike. And what I would assume will be called defensive indifference as Hill takes second. Could be a stolen base, not sure. I would probably score a defensive indifference, but we shall see. Carlson, ready. Pargas set, delivers. And a swing and a miss for out 3. Monarchs leave 2 runners on, but tie up the ball game at the top of the 5th. We're back after this. Bottom of the fifth at Örvallen. Johan Jansson at second base leads off. Sorry, I'm wrong. That's Victor Kronell batting. One and two for Kronell. Slaps one, but right in the glove of the first baseman. So 3U. So we go back to the top of the order. Richard Jung, third baseman. Jung fouls one off towards left field fence. Big hack by Jung. Strike two. Jung single in the first. The ball outside. And grounded out to shortstop in the second. Hits a dribbler. First baseman attempts to field it, but the throw to pitcher covering first is not the most accurate one, and Jung reaches safely. Most likely on an E3. So that leaves Heat with a runner at first. Niklas Melin for first baseman up to bat. One out. Melin is 2 for 2, single in the first and a double in the third. Jung could score on another double. And that's a passed ball, or possibly a wild pitch. One of the two, it's a close call, which allows Jung to advance to second. And now a base hit should drive in the leading run. It's a strike on Melin, 1-1. Ground ball to three, the first baseman. Hard hit ball, but straight in the glove for the lefty Melin. But Jung advances to third. So Leo Bäckström comes up with a runner at third. Leo's 1 for 2. Single in the first, line to short in the third. Well, with Philip Geisler behind him, I'm not sure if intentional walk is the way to go. Bäckström's batting 371 to 375 this year. And fouls one. Strike one. Ball one. And sadly, in the early days of August, it's now 9 o'clock and it's getting dark. The glory days of the light summer is fading. Ball outside. The catcher and pitcher covers, so Young stays at third. Two and one count. Ball. 3 and 1 count. Ball outside, and Leo Bäckström walks on 5 pitches. So runners at the corners with 2 outs. So designated hit left Philip Geisler. Ball inside. Another ball. Swing and miss by Geisler. 2 and 1. Foul. 2 and 2. Ball outside. And Bäckström takes second. Very full count. And another walk for Geisler. So that's 2 walks back to back for Byström. And now Ramirez is up to bat. With the bases loaded with 2 outs. So base hit here can break the game open. Strike 1 for Ramirez. Ball high. Ramirez checks his swing. That's a foul tip by Ramirez. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Close pitch, but cool the ball. For 2-2. Pop up by second baseman, gets it. For the 3rd out. So Jake Turtel catches the pop fly and leaves the bases loaded for Sundbyberg. Top of the 6th, tie ball game 3-3. Moses Pargas on the mound. Edwin Elias Espling, hits his first pitch to center fielder Victor Kronald for out number 1. Right fielder Emil Persson up to bat. Emil singled in the 2nd and grounded out to short in the 4th. Ball high. Another ball. What must have been a low ball for 3-0. Strike on the outside corner. Outfield is playing quite shallow. Foul back. Vargas battles back. Full count. Ball high for ball 4, and that's a walk. So Lucas Lind comes up for his second at bat. Pickoff attempt at first. Persson. Sorry. Second at bat, but third plate appearance. Lind sacrificed a bunt in the second and struck out in the fourth. And shows another bunt, but gets a strike call on the bunt. It pulls back, ball is in the strike zone. Ball outside. Strike. A strike. And a caught stealing. Leo to shortstop Hernandez for the steal. And the court stealing, rather. Lind has a 1-2 count. It's a strike on the corner for strike 3, and the inning is over. We'll be back after this. Bottom of the 6th. Right fielder Alex Wikman. Strike one. Swing and a miss. Ball. And a strikeout on a swing and miss on a ball well outside of the strike zone. But Wikman can't hold it back. Round number 1. Second baseman Johan Jansson. It's 0 for 2 today. Looking for his first hit of the evening. Strike one on a breaking pitch right down the middle. Ground ball to short. Hill fields it and throws to first for out number 2. Batting for Sundbyberg with 2 outs, shortstop Edwin Hernandez. Hernandez is also looking for the first hit of the day. Shows bunt, pulls it back, but gets a strike called anyway. Ball outside. Strike on the inside corner. 1 and 2. Beestrom's now thrown 85 pitches. Ball outside. Evens up the count 2 and 2. Fouled back and out. So count stays at 2 and 2. Ball 3, count is full. Ball 4, and the ball gets away, so Hernandez might take a look at second, but catcher recovers the ball in time. Hernandez stays at first. So center fielder Kroneld has the opportunity to give Heat the lead for the first time since the 5th inning, with 2 outs and a runner at first. And he hits one up the middle, but shortstop Hill fields it, tosses to second for the force out, and it's the end of the inning. We'll be right back. And we have some changes for Sundbyberg. Niklas Melin goes to the mound. Rickard Ljung goes to first. Strike one. It looks like Hernandez has moved to third. No, that's Ramirez. Ramirez has moved to third. And that's a ground out to Ramirez at third for the first out. Geisler has moved to left field. Ramirez is now at third. Young is at first. With Melin in. Looks like they want to keep his bat in the game, which means they've taken out the DH. And for the crowd, tonight's plate umpire and only umpire is Alexander Silverhjelm. That's ball 3. Ground ball hit to third. Ramirez fields and throws to Young. Out for 2. So Melin is very efficient on the mound. Ball 1. Andrew. Arvid Karlstedt, my apologies. That looks like Patrik Byström. It is Patrik Byström. The pitcher for Monarchs. It's now 1-1. Swing and a miss for a strike. Oh. Strike 3. Byström knew it. Another inning. We'll be right back. Bottom of the 7th. Tied ball game 3-3. Top of the order, Rickard Young now at first is batting. Young is 1 for 3. Gets a ball inside. Ground ball past the third baseman. So Young leads off with getting on base. Not sure if that's going to be scored a hit or an error. It was a hard hit ball, but he went past the first baseman. And we have a pitching change for Monarchs. And as you can tell, there's a problem with our scoring site, which is why you can't see anything at the top of the screen. It should hopefully come back in a second. It looks like left fielder Andrew Carlson is taking the mound. No, it's the shortstop, Max Hill, number 23.
Så nu kör vi bara...
Scoringen är Johan där nere, men det är Max på... So shortstop Max Hill on the mound. His brother, I'm assuming, Felix Hill, is in second base. And pitcher Patrick Byström goes to foul back. Goes to center field. Second baseman Jake Turtell goes to short. And starting center fielder Lucas Lind is out of the game. Replaced by Felix Hill. Pickoff attempt to Young at first, but he's back in time. Swing and a miss for strike 3 from Melin. First out. Elia Bäckström, 1 for 2 with a walk, 1 RBI. Looking to add to his RBI total. The gapper should score Young from first. Strike 1. Another pickoff attempt, still safe. Ball inside. It's a foul ball. 2-2 count. Ball inside. No, apparently not. It was called a strike. Not with a strong call from the umpire though, but and strikeout for Bäckström, out number 2. Ball 1. Philip Geisler started the game as designated hitter, is now in left field. Another pickoff attempt of Young. Show no indication of stealing, but Hill's now thrown over 3 times. Ball 2. That sounded like a cracked bat. Still leads to a single in right field, and Young goes to third. That's Geisler's first hit of the day. He's had 2 walks before this. So Yanier Ramirez, 1 for 3 with 2 runs batted in. Runners at the corners, hoping to put a run across for Sundbyberg for the first time since the first inning. The 3 runs came so quickly in the first, one would be perhaps correct to assume that more runs would score, but it's been a dry spell now for 6 innings for Heat. Ball 1-1. Ball. Can only assume that was high. 2-1 count for Ramirez. Ball inside. 3-1. Of course, this would load the bases for Alex Wikman. Hearty ground ball past the third baseman. Scoring Young. Sundbyberg takes the lead on Ramirez single to left field. So Wikman now, 2 outs, runners at first and second. Geisler at second, Ramirez at first. Big swing from Wikman, but he missed it. So that's strike one. Ball high. Ball inside. 2-1 count for Wiekman. Foul ball back to the backstop. Evens out the count 2-2. Ball high. The count is full, and with 2 outs, one would have to assume that the runners get a head start. There they go. And Wiekman hits a single to center field. Geisler's coming home. Is the throw going to be in time? No, it's not. Wiekman now advances to second on the throw. And Sundbyberg takes a 5-3 lead. Great at bat by Wiekman. And that's strike 3. And Jansson strikes out to end the inning, but not before Sundbyberg scores 2 to take the lead 5-3. We'll go into the 8th after this. Top of the 8th. Meline pitching. First hit swing. Fly ball to center fielder Victor Kronald for the first out. Max Hill batting for Monarchs. Started at short, now pitching. Another fly ball to center. Corner comes in, a relatively easy catch. 2 down. So 4 more outs for Monarchs to come back in this game. Swing and a miss. Right now, Meline is in line for the win. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Ground ball. Hernandez picks it, throws to Young at first for out number 3. We'll be back after this for the bottom of the 8th. Bottom of the 8th. Shortstop Hernandez made the last out of the top of the inning. Comes up to the plate. Max Hill is now pitching. Second inning. Ball inside. Ball. Foul. Back to the backstop. Another foul ball back to the backstop. Ramirez hits one deep to right, over the right fielder's head. Easily at second, going for three. Hernandez, sorry. Could have been a stand-up triple, but he slid. Stand-up triple for Hernandez. What a way to lead off the inning. So after 5 innings of not a lot of offensive action, Heat have now found the bats again, scoring 2 in the last inning, and now Hernandez leading off with a triple. Kronald, who's so far hitless, is looking for his first hit. It's 1-1. Kronald checks his swing for a high pitch, so it's ball 2. Sorry, strike 2. Ball, now it's 2-2. And a swing and a miss for Kronald. A strikeout and out number 1. We go back to the top of the order. We get Young, who's had 2 singles. One in the last inning and came around to score. Hits first pitch again. Straight into first baseman's glove. It checks the runner at third for the second out. Ball for Meline. Meline looking to pad on the lead a little bit for Heat here. Another ball in the dirt. But Hernandez stays at third. It's a fly ball. Looking to drop foul. First baseman tried to get there, but it looks like it went right off his glove. In foul territory. Two and one for Meline. After that foul ball, Hill delivers. Line drive shot foul down the right field or first base line, outside the first base line. So 2-2 count. Hill feels he's got strike 3, but it was off the plate according to Blue. So now the count is full. Ball outside. That was ball 4. Melin was confused for a second, but now he takes first base. Max has pitched 5 innings in relief for Stockholm this season. Giving up no runs. Until today. Leo Bäckström at the plate, fouls off the first pitch. Pickoff attempt at first, Melin. Delivers. Ball outside. Slider on the inside, but doesn't catch enough for the plate for Blue to call it a strike. 2-1 for Bäckström. Bäckström's driven in a run today already. Looking to add on to that. And there he fouls the pitch on the outside corner off. To even the count, 2-2. Hill delivers. Bäckström acrobatically checks his swing for a ball high. And it's a full count. So Melin would probably be on the run. Maybe not Hernandez. Another foul. Max Hill delivers. Foul ball, but out in right field and caught by the right fielder. So despite Hernandez's leadoff triple, Monarch manages to get out of it without conceding any more runs. So we go into the 9th with the Heat leading 5-3, 3 outs away from victory. Top of the ninth at Örvallen. Ah. Espling hits a ground ball. The infield, but the throw is a bit low. Young can't cradle it. So Espling is now at first with no outs. Persson batting for Monarchs. Monarchs looking for 2 runs at least to tie the game. Melin gets a strike. It is not. He gets the ball. Looked like a strike. That's a strike. Very similar location as the last pitch. 1-1 for Melin. A breaking pitch by Melin. Catches the plate. 1-2. Pop fly. Jansson scrambles back but catches it relatively easily. Runner stays at first. The runner at first, 1 out. Heat looking for 2 more outs. Monarchs looking for 2 runs. Pinch hitter Jacob Claesson into bat for Monarchs. That's a strike. It's a strike on the inside corner. 2 good pitches by Melin. Foul ball. Strike 3 for Claesson, and he sits down. Out number 2. We go back to the top of the order. Jake Turtel had 1 no hit. He had a sac fly on RBI. It's a strike 1. The last chance for the Monarchs. Jake's also scored 1 run today. Breaking pitch, a little bit low according to Bloom. For ball 1. Melin needs 2 more strikes. Delivers. Ooh, close pitch. Beckstrom holds the glove up for the umpire, but umpire says no dice. That's ball 2. Ball outside. 3-1. Ball high for Turtel. So with 2 outs, Monarchs now have the tying run at first. Arvid Karlstedt, first baseman, hoping to extend Monarchs' time on the diamond. 0-1. Foul ball. Karlstedt a little bit early on that breaking pitch. Another slider now for strike. Malin looking for one more pitch. And there it is. Swing and miss. Strike 3. Game over. So Heat gets another win. Stays on top of the Elite League. The 5-3 victory at home to the Monarchs. Thanks for watching. My name is Nick Hadley, and I will see you soon again. Thank you.